Hello and welcome to my latest career video. This career video does not feature a Hall of Famer or, a top-level elite fighter from his time, but on my channel I will also be covering many of the contenders of the eras, as well as the more bigger high-profile names. So, welcome to the video on Kid Mcpartland, a very tough contender, who fought in a very tough era. Let us go through his career, starting with his major opponents, and like many contenders from his time, which you don't really find nowadays. You find a lot of contenders will often get to world title shots, and they haven't really fought pretty much anyone. In Kid Mcpartland's time it was a bit different, the mix and match with everyone. So first fight on here, George Kid Levine, the former lineal lightweight champion, defeated Kid Mcpartland. Mcpartland then fought the Barbados Demon Joe Walcott, fighting to a draw, and he 4 times fought the tough Matty Matthews, suffering 2 defeats and 2 draws from those 4 fights. He also fought the old master Joe Gans on 3 occasions, failing to get any wins, with 2 losses and 1 draw. And former welterweight champion Eddie Connolly is next. He fought Kid Mcpartland twice. Mcpartland suffered 1 loss and 1 draw from those 2 fights. The next fighter is tough lightweight contender George Elbows McFadden. Kid Mcpartland fought him 3 occasions, suffering defeats all 3 times. Now, first wins. He fought Owen Ziegler, another tough contender, will be covered on a video. Kid Mcpartland fought Ziegler 4 times, scoring 3 wins with no losses and 1 draw. And he also fought another tough lightweight contender, Jack Everhard, 3 times, fighting 3 draws. Next up is Wilmington Jack Daly. Kid Mcpartland fought him 4 times, scoring 1 win with 2 losses and 1 draw. And he also lost a singular fight to Dal Hawkins. Next up is Otto Seeloff. Kid Mcpartland fought him twice, beating him both times. He also fought lightweight contender Ruth Turner, defeating him in a singular fight. He also defeated Jack Bennett. Next up is Spike Sullivan. Kid Mcpartland fought him on 1 occasion, scoring 1 win. And the final name on here, Tom Kuhig, who Kid Mcpartland lost a singular fight to. So there's his first slide. He's fought some big names on there: Barbados Walcott, Joe Gans, George Kid Levine, Matty Matthews, Eddie Connolly, etc. A lot of tough fights on there. So when we go on to the second and final slide, there's only one more name, contender Dave Barry, who Kid Mcpartland fought on 1 occasion, scoring a win. So there's 33 fights highlighted there. Kid Mcpartland scored 10 wins with 13 losses and 10 draws from those 33 fights. So when we go on to the first of his stat slides, Kid Mcpartland scored 17 knockouts in his career. 8 of them were in 3 rounds or less, and 4 were in the first round. Now, Kid Mcpartland scored 0 KOs against champions, 0 KOs against Hall of Famers, and 0 KOs against pound-for-pounders, and also pre-rating era, so he scored 0 KOs against rated fighters. And in rounds box, again, when you look at initial slide, he didn't have a massive career. He had a large career compared to now, but didn't have a massive career for his time. He still fought 798 career rounds. 30 of those career rounds were title fight rounds, and 163 rounds were against champions. Next up is rounds against Hall of Famers. Kid Mcpartland fought 69 rounds against Hall of Famers, and against pound for pounders he fought over 200, with a total of 213. So rounds against top 10 fighters, top 3 fighters, or ring champions, Kid Mcpartland, of course, fought no rated fighters, so therefore all 3 of those categories are 0. So there's the KOs and rounds box. Now going on to more niche opponent groups. Kid Mcpartland had 11 fights against champions. He scored 0 wins in there, with 6 losses and 5 draws. So that means he beat no individual champions, and also scored knockouts over no individual champions. So when we go on to the Hall of Fame slide, we see he has less fights against Hall of Famers, coming in with a total of 5. His record from those 5 fights was no win, 3 loss and 2 draws, which means, again, like on the champions, he defeated no individual Hall of Famers and scored knockouts over 0 individual Hall of Famers. So, on to the final category, okay, the one he fought most rounds in, okay, pound for pounders. Now, Kid Mcpartland had 16 fights against pound for pound fighters, scoring 3 wins with 8 losses and 5 draws. He defeated one individual pound for pounder, that was Owen Ziegler, but he did not score any knockouts against him, so Kid Mcpartland has scored 0 KOs over pound for pound fighters individually. And when we go on to the next slide, okay, rated opponents, Kid Mcpartland had a record of no win, no loss, no draw against top 10 fighters, top 3 fighters or ring champions. Thus, Kid Mcpartland beat no rated fighters and fought knockouts over 0 rated fighters. Sometimes gets to me a bit because I covered all these fighters, although this time on the playlist there's going to be more fighters than what I covered the first time before I went to 1910, 1930 era. There's going to be some extra fighters in the group, so there's going to be more videos. Once we top 1000's done, they're going to be coming thick and fast. I'm currently working on video 6 or 7. I've got 6 ready, I think, or 7 ready. But you know, once that top 1000's done, it will just be 100% pedal to metal on career videos. So the playlist will really start to fill up fast then. But you know, it kind of frustrates me a bit because on my other channel, that some people still say got shut down. It didn't. I closed it. I finished that channel myself. You know, I'd already covered the pre-rating era, and I were on to era where more and more fighters had the rated opponent information in. So it's a bit frustrating to have to go back and go through all the pre-rating era again, stay in pre-rating era fighter, no rated opponents. So it's a bit frustrating, but I will soon get back to where I was, back onto 1910, 1930 era, where there's even more videos than what there is in this period. I think in this period there's about nearly 140 fighters I'm going to cover, but in the 1910, 1930 era there's over 200. So by the time I've done those 2 eras, I'll probably have nearly 400 fighters scored in my new top 1000 rankings. So yeah, it's a big job, but like I say, once that top 1000 gets done, these will be coming thick and fast, and these playlists will start to grow very quickly. So anyway, on with the video. So Mcpartland for no rated opponents. When we go to his title fight slide, we see Kid Mcpartland had 2 world title fights. Both of those are defeats. Drunk Irishman in the chat, shout out. So title defences, he scored 0. He also scored 0 title fight KOs, and as I've pointed out, pre-rating era, so he has 0 wins against top 10 fighters, top 3 fighters and ring champions. And he also, thus with no title wins, scored no wins against champions, Hall of Famers and pounders. Yeah, another little debate I'm having. I'm dying to do a video like Floyd or Pacquiao to show the contrast and how a modern career would look. I'm really trying to fend that off. I mean, really, I could go around and do Robinsons tomorrow, and you know, do Ike Williamses and do Archie Moores and you know, do Carlos Monzones. I'm trying to fend that off. I'm trying to stick to the periods, although it is difficult for me sometimes because I'm like, I want to cover all these guys. So anyway, titles won. Kid Mcpartland captured no world titles, of course with 2 title defeats from his 2 title fights, therefore he was never a lineal champion nor an undisputed champion. So the only job for me to do, okay, is to go and score him now in my new growing top 1000 list. As each fighter is done, they are scored into the new calculation rankings, and they are taking their place in a growing list. So Kid Mcpartland will take his place on my lightweight playlist, and many more videos coming over the coming weeks, months, and next, how long will it take me to finish over 1,000 career videos? Probably 4 years maybe. So I'm going to be around a while. But at some points I may speed up and just go ham, pedal to metal and power 2 or 3 a day if it's getting frustrating for me. But anyway, there's my latest video. I may do another one tonight. If not, it will be tomorrow. Okay, so I'm the Boxing Librarian. I'm out for now.